Alright. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Ken Riley Field here at Bragg Memorial Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida, on the campus of Florida A&M University. We appreciate y'all joining us. We are going live here momentarily. Both teams have done their pre-game warm-ups. They're already off the field. Get ready for the pre-game festivities with the national anthem, the prayer and all that. But what we're going to do is we actually are able to bring you a special interview, two special interviews, one with the superintendent, former coach, and Dean Shane Andrew, and also one with legendary coach Kent Johnson. So we're going to bring this to you right now, and then we're going to come right back to you as we start with the game. Here we go.
All right, we're down here on the sideline with former coach Shane Andrew, now superintendent of Alachua County Schools. It's good to see you as always. What does it mean to you to really see a lot of these coaches and stuff and then even kids of parents that you have taught in school? What does it mean to see the Hawthorne program now be here at the state level 2 years in a row, actually 4 years in a row, but back-to-back possible state championship tonight?
Well, it's definitely hard to describe as far as how rewarding it is. Coming out of the community myself, starting there in 1991 and working with so many of these coaches were our students as you were.
Yes, sir.
And then now seeing some of the kids of students that I taught, it brings it full circle. And the investment in the Hawthorne community by our former public school students of Hawthorne and others is just rewarding. So I just can't tell you how nice it is to be here and to see our program thriving and knowing what that brings to the culture on campus and just to the pride within our community. This didn't just start. I know it started decades ago. We were with private schools at the time in our districts, and that kind of put a hindrance on us. But we've stayed the course, and we're not just a basketball school as we were supposedly when Coach Woods was there, but that wasn't the case either. We had powerhouse football teams that were playing with private schools. So nonetheless, it's great to be a Hornet. I started out a Hornet, still a Hornet, represent all the schools in Alachua County, and we had some great football teams this year. And, you know, if you think about Buholtz, Newberry, Eastside, you know, we got two teams that lost to teams playing in the state championship. Newberry lost to Hawthorne, and of course, Eastside lost to Bradford County, who'll be playing in the state championship tomorrow night. So, you know, I'm just proud to be from Alachua County, and working for all of our students there. And it's great to be a Hawthorne Hornet for sure.
Well, and we appreciate all your support. And then Coach CI has always talked about how it is to see all these different guys from the different schools coming back and coaching at their alma maters or just areas where they have influence at. So you see it at the different schools around the county, having all these guys coming back. And that gives a little more reinvestment from the community perspective in building all of our schools up in the entire county.
Absolutely, and I think we would be remiss not to recognize that many of these coaches are coaching girls sports too, and investing in our girls programs. And we started that back in the 90s as well. Coach Johnson and myself really trying to, I was coaching volleyball, he was coaching girls basketball. I did a little softball and soccer for a while because we wanted to offer our girls exactly the same thing that our boys were receiving as far as good, hard coaching with committed individuals that care. And as you know, these head coaches coach other sports, and they're invested in the girls programs there at school too. And that's why I really say, you know, this is a community uniting staff that we have here at Hawthorne and at our other schools that have taken it upon themselves to pick up the slack wherever there's a need for any student athlete within our schools, and then help with everything else that's going on within the school setting, promote academics, achievement, you know, good behavior, all of these things. So we're just very grateful to have these young men and women in our district that invest in kids that are from Alachua County Public Schools, that are teachers and paras and bus drivers and all that. So, you know, it's great to be from Alachua County because we're big enough yet small enough to have a lot of homegrown talent taking care of those that are living there within our county lines. So
yes, sir. Well, Coach Superintendent Shane Andrew, we appreciate you joining us.
Yes, sir.
We hope you have a good and fun night tonight with the Hornets on the field tonight. So
absolutely,
we'll see how it turns out.
Bring it home, Hawthorne.
All right.
All right.
All right, Hornet fans, we're joined down here on the sideline with a legend at Hawthorne. Coach Johnson is down here on the sidelines. He's been meeting with the team. He even gave them a pep talk during halftime and pregame on the previous week. But he's down here and he wants to say a few words to the Hornet Nation.
I just want to say go Hornets. You know, it touches my heart and it does my heart good. You know, just have a lot of pride in these boys, and just I just appreciate the job that Cornelius and his coaching staff, and I just want to give a shout out to the community of Hawthorne. It brings tears to my eyes, man, to think about the support, the way that the community has pulled together, and just to know that I kind of more or less cut my teeth there, got my first head coaching job there, and spent 17 years there, and I always felt a part of it. No matter where I was, I felt that, you know, Hawthorne was my foundation. So I'm just overjoyed to see them back, and I'm praying for back-to-back championships.
Well, Coach, it's awesome to see you down here. I know Coach CI is giving you a lot of credit. Many of these guys that are out here coaching have given you a lot of credit for laying the foundation of the small rural schools, but to see this classification and this program come to where it's at, what does it mean to you to see all these different guys coming back?
It's just great, you know, to see, you know, most of the coaching staff that have worked with them, been teaching them in PE and coaching them in football. You know, most of these boys come back and just pour into the guys, and you know, so we felt like we done the right thing. You know, we felt like we done it right. A whole lot of good people that went through Hawthorne, coaches, teachers, administrators, you know, just to know everybody from the staff and faculty, all of the staff workers. So we just, we love it.
We're doing an interview right here, man. Yeah. No, we're fine. We're fine. We got our staff.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize about that import there, as we had some security that I guess were new at their job, and they were trying to figure out whether we should be on the sideline or not, so I apologize about that. As we were with Coach Johnson, I had Eli down there doing some video recording for me, so we'll keep working on that, but I hope you enjoyed those interviews with two legends from Hawthorne, but also now still influential in the program, and you can see the product of what they've brought. So we're still waiting. They've already done the national anthem. They're showing some video introductions of the players coming off the buses originally a few minutes ago. But now both teams are getting ready in the locker rooms. They're lining up the field, getting ready for the cheerleaders to build their tunnels and have the tunnels. So we're sitting here actually looking at some of their programs that they have set up here, and the contingency that they traveled with, and that's what Coach Ingram was talking about on the coach's show of building the Hawthorne program too. And he said if you're going to be the best, you got to beat the best. And so this year, playing South Sumter, playing teams like Newberry, and playing other teams.
One point, we lost two. Otherwise, we'd be going for our third straight state championship. This is Hawthorne's fourth appearance in a row, fourth straight appearance. We did it at Doak Campbell Stadium, and then we did 2 years at Gene Cops, and then 1 year now here at FAMU's Bragg Memorial Stadium. Tonight, you're going to listen or see, depending on if you're on Bally Sports. You can go on there and stream it. There is apparently a way that you can do it on different products as far as if you have different streaming services and get on there, but I'm not too experienced with that, so I'm not going to tell you wrong on that. But we do encourage you to, if you do tune in there, to go ahead and turn the volume down on that stream and just turn us up so that we can talk to you and give you the Hawthorne version. We do have Madison County next door to us here in the booth. We're up high in the press box looking down on the field. And actually, this is a little bit different stadium, as you have, similar to how Missouri used to be set up, is the home team is on the other side of the field. So Hawthorne is on the opposite side of the field, on the east side of the stadium, and travel with a good contingency. And they're all set up and waiting for the team to run out. And then Madison County will be on the near side of the field. So, fans, what you're going to see tonight is you're going to see another running attack by Madison County. Madison County, they're going to run 3 times for every 1 time they pass. And we seen that last week with Blountstown, as they normally did about 5 times to 1. And so we're going to have to be able to stop that. And really coming down to it, it's going to come down to who stops the rush, whether they can stop our rush or we stop theirs. So it's going to come down to that. Be very physical. That's what the coaches were down there talking about on the field when we were visiting them with them earlier, is this game's going to be won in the trenches. And so as we talked about on the coaches show, we talked with Coach CI about the new offensive line that we've had. And we lost a lot of guys. They're a lot lighter, but they've made big progress, and actually have been controlling a lot of the games. And then Keenan Johnson, as he gets out in the open space, once he makes it through that first level, has really created some extra yards just by himself. So he's going to carry the load for us again. This is a turf field, so expect to see a fast Hornet offense. And Coach Ingram says he's ready. He's ready to go for it, ready to bring home another state championship, back-to-back years. So before Coach Ingram came around as far as being the head coach here, the previous 4 years before he was coach, Hawthorne was 8-32. 8-32 for the previous 4 years. Since that, the very next year, he went 5-5. This is his 9th season. And right now, we have won 24 games in a row. And his winning percentage is over 81%. He has 82 wins and 19 losses in 9 years. That is just a phenomenal record. And looking to continue that this game here for the state championship, and then on into next season as well, too. So, Hornet fans, I hope you're sit back, relax. You got your last beverages from the kitchen, as this is going to be a high-powered offense on both sides. I imagine Madison County is going to try and come out and show that they can throw to open up the running game, but we'll see what they're able to do against that Hornets secondary. A lot of young kids back there in that Hornets secondary, but they've been making some plays lately and have really shut down and made teams one-dimensional and trying to run against us. But Zoc and the rest of the guys there, Gent. Then you got that whole front four, and then also you always have Leland Johnson back there that can line up either at the linebacker or on the line. So, Hornet fans, we appreciate the Hawthorne Quarterback Club. We got to give them a shout out. Derek and Lisa Collins spearheading that. We appreciate everything y'all have done this year, putting this together. We appreciate everybody that go on their Facebook page, because there are tons of people that have contributed money just to help get the program here. $5,000 is what it's going to cost us in hotel rooms. Tons of different donations for like granola bars, drinks, and now the Cowboys are making their way out on the field. We're going to bring this to you as Hawthorne gets introduced here momentarily. 1 second here. We're also going to be able to bring you some live stats as well, as we have FHSAA doing their stats, so we appreciate that. And Hawthorne makes their way out of the locker room under the direction of head coach Cornelius Ingram in his 9th season. Here with the smoke bombs and flares lit up, black smoke, getting ready to run out on the field. Here you go.
Hornets. The head coach of the Hornets in his 9th season at Hawthorne, Cornelius Ingram. Assistant coaches include Dustin Atkins, Greg Booth, Raymond Q, Bernard West, Kenny O. Towns, Cedric Daniels, Rufus Jefferson, Charles Hawkins, and Julian Robinson. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the Hawthorne Hornets. Let's go, heck of it, let's go.
They have really done a great job here, putting on a great show. FAMU's radio broadcast staff came in and welcomed us. We're actually in their booth. They got great video, big scoreboard, jumbotrons up there, just welcoming the team to the field, doing a good job, and it's great recognition for the Hawthorne program being out there. So, but getting back to the Hawthorne Quarterback Club as we get ready for the captains to come out to midfield. Once again, we appreciate everything they've done, but go to their Facebook page because they've asked for donations and they've given shout outs to people that have donated. Some people have donated anonymously, and we certainly appreciate that as well, too. But we do want to recognize those other people as well for all of their support. So thank you for making this season possible. My hats off to also our broadcast sponsors, and we'll highlight those later on as well, too. But all of y'all have played a great part in making this season possible. One more game, 48 more minutes, and we'll see where the chips fall. Captains make their way towards the middle of the field on the head of the Rattler.
John Christian, Travion Gilliard, Xavier Bryant, and Jason. Captain, just back it up a bit. For hoping the championship, Andrew Zock, Alden Isaac, CJ Ingram, and Torrance Miles. Good luck. Gentlemen, you've been selected the captains of your team for a reason, because your coach is on the field. We want to see good sportsmanship all night long, okay? From both sides. You see anybody acting up on your side or anything from your side, come and knock it off before it cuts your 15 yards. Welcome to the championship game. This is the official coin of the Florida High School Athletic Association. The head side is in color. The tail side is in gold. You're the visiting team. You get to call the coin toss. What are you calling? Tails. I'm going to flip it up. It'll hit the ground. And it is a tails. Therefore, you've won. What are you going to do? You're going to do it. Okay. Which way do you want to kick the ball? Get that way. Would you swing behind me, please? Madison County has won and deferred until the second half. We'll kick the ball this way. Come forward. Shake hands. Let's have a great game.
So there you have it. Madison County won the coin toss. Hawthorne then elected to receive as far as Madison County deferring to the second half. And so therefore Hawthorne should obviously elect to receive. So they'll be running the ball out of the east end zone or actually out of the south end zone to our right. And Madison will be kicking from our left, so the north end zone. Fans, buckle up, get ready. This is a premier event here in Tallahassee, Florida, on the campus of Florida A&M University. They set this for 8 p.m. because they knew it'd be one of the most tuned into games, as a lot of people wanted to see this matchup between the powerhouse of Madison County Cowboys from the Boot Hill and your home Hawthorne Hornets from the Nest. Teams are out on the field. Alvon Isaac back deep for the Hornets. Teeing it up at their own 40 is going to be the Cowboys. Me number 51, Keani Nelson, teeing it up for the Cowboys. All right, we're getting ready to be underway for this state championship Class 1R here at Ken Riley Field. A little bubble squib kick down to, actually goes off one Leland Johnson, and then Andrew Zock picks it up mid-range and runs it up the field. They knew that that special teams of Hawthorne is pretty difficult to contain, and Zock brings it up, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hornets as the ball is marked at the 44-yard line. 1st and 10. CJ gets his men out to the line. 1st and 10. Going right to left on your screen. Bunch formation, trips to the near side, twins to the far side, empty backfield from our own 44-yard line. He shifts them all out. Twins left, twins right, brings Keenan Johnson back into the backfield. There's a snap, pitch back. Alvin Isaac trying to get around the outside. He cuts it around, has some room out at midfield, and a flag comes in down the line. Flag comes in just across midfield, up around 45. Keenan Johnson, or actually Alvin Isaac, brings it up momentarily to the 48-yard line, and it's going to be holding against Hawthorne. So it'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, and it'll bring up 1st and 11 from the 43. So a loss of 1, net 1, after the holding penalty was called around the 47-yard line of the Cowboys. CJ quickly gets him to the line. One man to the near side. That's Bowie. Trips to the far side from the shotgun. There's a snap. Option to the right side. Pitches it. Slips. Loses his footing. Pitches it back to Keenan Johnson. Johnson has the first down into Cowboys territory. And another 2 flags at around the tackle area. Keenan Johnson finding a seam. CJ getting rid of it right away. And it looks like it's going to be added onto it as everybody's moving back towards the Madison County end zone. It's going to add 15 onto it, and it'll be 1st and 10 after a big run by Keenan Johnson on the right side. Fans, I walked that field earlier, and right there on that Rattler head, it's actually indented. It's not smooth. It's really neat, but for football players, it may not be practical, as you could see CJ lost his footing right there as he came across the eye of the Rattler and pitched it back to Keenan, and Keenan picked it up from there. Here we go. Twins to the near side. Bubble out here to Alvin Isaac. He drops the ball incomplete. Try to set up a screen. Probably best that he did drop it, as there was a Cowboy right there getting ready to bring him down for the tackle. Hawthorne going quick with some momentum. Has spread them out and really been pushing forward on that offense. It's 2nd and 10 from the 27-yard line. They're on the far hash of the field. Here comes that line. Leland Johnson lines up as the tight end on the right side with Zock, and now transfers motions over here to the near side. Twins to the near side with McKinley and Megatron. There's a snap. Handoff to Keenan Johnson. Johnson straight up the middle. Picks up a few down to the 21-yard line where he's finally brought down, but not until he picks up another 6 yards. Already having a great night tonight. As Hawthorne already with 21 rushing yards. And now Hawthorne has a flag for too many people in the backfield. So normally that's one of your receivers wasn't all the way up on the line, just not checking off with the official. But the good news is they only gave us a 4-yard penalty. So it was at the 27. They brought it back to the 31, so 2nd and 14. One man to the near side, one man to the far side. Oh, and tripped up in the backfield was Keenan Johnson. Actually lost his footing. I think his feet got tangled with CJ as they handed it off, trying to come around to the near side. Had some room lined up there, but just got his feet tangled up on the exchange. And now they move it back to the 32, where it's supposed to be at. So it's 3rd and 15 now. 3rd and 15 from the 32-yard line. Hawthorne deep in Madison territory. In the shot, or actually under center goes CJ. Keenan, the lone tailback. There's a snap. Rolling out to the right. Back, looking deep. CJ trying to find somebody to throw it to. Throws it off the back of his feet. Looking forward and intercepted by the Cowboys. The Cowboys have it. Trying to run up the sideline. Jumps over the pile and then finally thrown out. But there's a flag on the play at the 32-yard line. Looked like CJ lost his footing there, and then you have another Hornet getting up slow. Hawthorne having a hard time out here on this turf field as CJ slipped down, and then it looks like we got a lineman that slipped off the field as well, too, came up hobbling.
After the interception, block in the back. Against Madison County, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
So that's going to go against Madison County, and it's going to back them up. They're going to start out at their own 22-yard line, 1st and 10 for their first possession of the night after that interception. Wasn't the worst thing. It's just we could have had maybe one more play before we did that. But here comes Madison County with an offset eye from the pistol. Twins to the left. Now empties out the backfield, going to the right. Xavier Bryant's that quarterback. There's a snap on the end around and hit and met immediately as Leland Johnson just comes in and levels the runner coming to the near side. That was number 14, Sean Williams. Williams from the wide receiver position hasn't really carried a whole lot. He actually has 159 receptions, but not many rushes. Only 10 rushes for the season. Cowboys quickly to the line. Sends the tight ends and the wing back over here to the near side. There's a snap, handoff to the tailback, straight up the middle, hit at the line, and driven back. Looks like they're still only at a +1 or maybe 2 yards. That Hawthorne defense has come to play tonight here at Ken Riley Field. I mean, there was a host of Hornets in there. Eric Williams, Leland Johnson, just that whole front just flooded the backfield of the Cowboys. 3rd and 8 for the Cowboys. Twins to the far side. Bryant by himself in the backfield from the shotgun. Motions a man into the backfield. Fakes the pitch out to him. Now trying to keep it to himself. And there's nobody over here. Tries to get to the boundary. He's crossing midfield. Plenty of room to run. And finally pushed out of bounds by Nate Williams. It was a naked bootleg. They brought a tight end off the line. They faked the pitch to him. And then he kept it himself and took it to the near side and brought it all the way to the 30-yard line for a huge 42-yard, 43-yard gain. And it's 1st and 10 for the Cowboys at the Hornet 30-yard line. Cowboys quickly to the line. Man wide left, man wide right. Bryant in the shotgun by himself. Man in motion, takes it himself, trying to come near side. There's a flag on the play.
Right to the snap. Ball start. Offense.
Yeah, there is some movement there. And to back it up 5 yards and make it 1st and 15 from the 35. So some fireworks here early on with a little bit of trickery, trying to catch that Hornet defense as aggressive as they are, trying to throw them off. Hawthorne's done great against those wing tees and everything else of staying home, and just a slip up there as everybody shifted to the far side and there was nobody over here on the near side, on the short side of the field. Cowboys coming to the line, 1st and 15 from the 35. Shifts everybody around in the pistol. Bryant takes a snap, pitch back to his tailback, going off the right side, trying to make it to the second level. Picks up 5 down to the 30-yard line and brought down. Leland Johnson, Nathan Jennings, all getting off the bottom of that pile, along with Jaden Tringrove and Kyler Ingram on this near side. Demetri Perry over there as well. 2nd and 10 for the Cowboys from the Hornet 30-yard line here on the near hash, going left to right, and timeout taken. Timeout taken by the Cowboys here as it is 2nd and 10.
Madison County.
The Leon County Division of Tourism would like to thank the following local partners who have helped the bank.
You're listening to the 2023 FHSAA Class 1R Football State Championship game on Hawthorne Hub. Rights to this broadcast of this state championship game in the 2023 FHSAA Class 1R Football Championships have been granted to Hawthorne Hub by the Florida High School Athletic Association and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Florida High School Athletic Association is prohibited. Sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself. Sportsmanship is respect for the game and those who play it. The Florida High School Athletic Association reminds you to take on the responsibility of good sportsmanship. Play strong, play hard, play fair. This message provided by this station and the FHSAA. Cowboys quickly to the line. Coming back from the timeout, 2nd and 10 from the 30. There's a snap. Bryant takes it himself off the right side, trying to get to the outside, following his blockers, and push back. Zion Johnson, Andrew Zock, both there, pushing them out of bounds, and brings it to the 26-yard line. That'll make 57 yards for the Cowboys on the night, on the ground. And once again, we see the rushing attack, as everything's going to be 5 rushing attempts, no passing attempts. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 from the 26. Bryant from the shotgun, motions his men out, trips to the far side, one wing to the near side. There's a snap. Bryant takes it himself, coming out to the right side. There's a host of Hornets there to see if anybody gets him down. Zock with him with a hand, and he's still surging forward up close to a first down. And we'll see where they spot it at. They spot it right on the 20-yard line. He's going to have a first down. They had him hemmed up back at the 25-yard line, 24-yard line, and then his blockers just came up and pushed the pile forward down to the 20-yard line. We got official time now as we have Dimitri Perry down on the ground. He's face down, just a little banged up, still moving around. Trainers out there tending to him at the 28-yard line. Fans, make sure you visit wholehomepro.com after the game and book a visit with Hawthorne's own Sean Derrick to see if your home qualifies for solar with no upfront costs or up to $14,000 in federal rebates to make home energy upgrades. Visit wholehomepro.com. The Barn at Deep Creek is a breathtaking new event venue outside of Gainesville, tucked away on acres of pasture and privacy. Blending southern charm and natural beauty, it's the perfect setting for intimate parties and grand weddings and even large-scale events. Check out thebarnatdeepcreek.com and on Facebook and Instagram today. Perry's hobbling off the field, helped off by the trainers. Coach Atkins over there coaching the defense up. Gonna have to do it without one of their big guys on the front. Not sure if he'll be able to come back for this game or not. Maybe they'll get him checked out, and he's got some weight on it. All right, 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Bryant from the shotgun. One man off his left side. There's a snap. Throw out to the far side. Tipped up and, almost intercepted. As a pass was intended, you can't hardly see their number, so I have no clue who it is. John Christian, they show on the Jumbotron, but they got this big pinstripe, bold black or maroon line going across, and you can hardly see their numbers. But falls incomplete. It was tipped up in the air, and we had a few defenders over there. Zion Johnson, one of them, just about came down with it. 2nd and 10 from the 20. 3 backs in the backfield. Now Bryant shifts them out. One man goes to the boundary. One back in the backfield. Bryant with a handoff around the end, coming to the near side, hitting the backfield. Leland Johnson now has them, and more Hornets come there and pile in. Several Hornets there to slow them down. Jaden Tringrove, Andrew Zock. Bunch of Hornets getting involved in that. Gent was there. Williams, Johnson, Ingram. Basically, it'd be easier to name who wasn't around there. That's one thing about this Hawthorne defense is once they make that first hit, they are just piling on and making more stops.
Timeout. Water break.
All right, we got a timeout for a water break and another chance for us once again to recognize some of our sponsors of the broadcast. We appreciate Ray's Metal Works, located in Alachua, Florida. It's celebrating the 50th year serving the southeastern United States as a family-owned sheet metal company, specializing in commercial and industrial HVAC ductwork and exhaust systems, as well as custom metal fabrication and more. They can fulfill all your metal needs.
Every season has a story, so let Kirk Jones help celebrate yours with an official championship ring. Visit
Fans, we want to also thank Kyle Van Zant with Van Zant Lawn Care for what he's done for our program over the years, but also now coming back and helping us out, trying to get the field back into shape after they put a bunch of work into it to get it where it was, and then kind of been neglected a little bit, and him and Tracy Cantley putting in a lot of work to get this thing back up and going. Also, Tracy Cantley and Trisha Cantley, all the work that they put in to the program, the money they've invested, the labor of hours that they've put in the locker room with the graphics, the chairs, everything that they've done, the sweatpants and all that. Really big thank you to them. Also, Burger Barn, Mike over there, he was going to check us out tonight. We appreciate him. We got that 20-piece before we came over here, leaving from Hawthorne, and hoping to see Coach Ingram put up a 40-piece tonight. Fans, right now, Hawthorne has 2 first downs. Madison County has 2 first downs. Madison County has ran 7 rushing plays. Hawthorne's run 2. 63 rushing yards for Madison County, 14 for Hawthorne. And only one play each, or actually 3 plays for Hawthorne for passing, 1 for Madison County. They're 0 for 1. We're 1 for 3. So we'll keep you posted as we get this. This originally started, this is 8 plays, 58 yards that Madison County has had the ball. They started back deep on their 22-yard line, and it's 3rd and 10 from the Hawthorne 20-yard line. Twins to the far side, 1 back in the backfield off the right shoulder and just behind Bryant at quarterback. Xavier Bryant, the senior, 5'9", 167, lines up, standing in the shotgun. About his 26-yard line is where he's going to receive the ball. 3rd and 10 from the 20. Man in motion, there's a snap. Looking far over there, throws it, and then he is clobbered and leveled over there as looks like Nazi Gent just comes up and blows it up. Makes a huge play for the Hornets. You could just see it developing as they set up really what was almost like a screen to the far side, and Gent was all over that. It's going to actually lose 4 yards and bring up 4th and 14 for the Cowboys here at the Hornet 24-yard line. What a play. What a play. Play clock down to 5. Twins left, trips to the near side, and it's at 0. And now a timeout taken, but there's a flag in the end zone also. So a timeout taken by Madison County before it got to 0.
Thanks for the latest official news about the Florida high school sports, including up-to-date brackets of the 2023 FHSAA Football State Championships. Visit FHSAA.com, the official website of Florida High School Athletic Association. That's FHSAA.com.
All right, since he was reading that reader anyways, I'll let him do the reading, and that way I can save my voice a little bit here. Fans, so far it's been one explosive play for Madison County, and that's about it. Haven't moved the ball much since then. They've actually lost 4 yards since that one big play by Bryant. And that's what Coach Atkins will tell you is eliminate those big plays, and we'll be pretty good. All right, here we go. 4th and 14 from the 24-yard line. Madison County going to go for it. They got trips to the near side. Bryant back there in the shotgun. Twins to the far side. It's on the far hash of the field at the 24-yard line. There's a snap. Back to pass. Looking across, looking deep, throwing in the end zone. And incomplete. Going up was Zion Johnson to break it up. The short man over there being covered up by the big tall guy. He had great inside position, jumped up and broke it away. Pass was intended for number 2, Amari and Gentle, the senior 6'1", and just he had inside position and just about came away with the interception, but it was actually good that he knocked it away so that we got a little bit better field position at the 24 instead of the 20. So after Madison County had one big play, Hawthorne offense back there for their second possession, going from right to left, starting at our own 24-yard line, 76 yards to pay dirt. Ingram gets his men to the line. Johnson off his left shoulder. Twins to the far side. Tied in and halfback come back over here to the near side. There's a snap. High snap goes over Ingram's head, and he slides down onto it at the 8-yard line. High snap. Went right over his head, and Ingram at 6'6", 195, you know it has to be a pretty high snap. I don't know if he wasn't ready for it or if it was just that high, but it went right over his head. Bring up 2nd and 26 for the Hornets from our own 8-yard line. We got to be careful back down here. Just need to get some room. Man to the far side, man to the near side. That's Caleb Rollerson on the near side, right around the hash. There's a snap. Back to pass, throws it out. Has Rollerson. Rollerson with a spin move. Shakes one guy and another. Still on his feet and driving forward. Great moves. Picks up about 10 or 11 out to the 19-yard line. Just here goes about 8 yards and does a curl and then brings it down and shakes 2 guys that were covering him. And picks up enough yards to make it 3rd and 15. A little more manageable now. Megatron getting involved in the game now. Trips to the far side, one man to the near side. Bowie by himself on the near side. There's a snap. Good snap. Back to Ingram. Ingram rolling out to his right side. Takes it himself. Still on his feet, picking up yards, rolls down to the 30-yard line where he's finally brought down. A gain of another 11, or actually they're going to mark it back down to the 29. It'll be a gain of 10, and it'll bring up 4th and 5, and the punting unit comes in. But Madison only brought 3 as they knew it was 3rd and long. And so now it's 4th and 5, and Hawthorne going to send in the punting unit as they shift a few other guys off the field. Sway Knapp on to punt it away for the Hornets, standing at his own 17-yard line. There's a snap. Good snap. And blocked. Blocked by the Cowboys and recovered. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cowboys at the Hornets 17-yard line with 2:59 to go here in the first quarter. Still 0-0. And they had a guy just come in and make a block. Number 14, Sean Williams, a junior, 5'10", wide receiver, cornerback. Comes in on the near side, untouched. And gets a hand on it and recovers it. So Hawthorne defense back against the wall once again, this time about 3 yards further. At the 17-yard line from where it was before. Bryant from the shotgun, man off either side. One man wide to the far boundary. Bryant puts a man in motion, and everybody moving before the ball was snapped. It was really the whole right side of the line had moved before the ball moved, and so he could have called it on anybody. And it'll make it 1st and 15 from now the 22. So that'll help out a little bit more and a little more breathing room. One man wide left. 2 backs split on either side of Bryant. Bryant hands it off straight at the middle. Number 1's on the carry, but he runs into number 0. Andrew Zopp wraps him up and throws him back
Christian on the carry.
Short gain on the play of only 3 down to the 19. That was John Christian. Christian not with many, only 45 attempts, 500 yards on the season. There's a snap, handoff around the left side, and the man got tackled. Jaden Tringrove was wrapped up and brought down. Nothing out there on the play to be a gain of 10 as they bring it down just inside the 10-yard line to the 9, and they'll bring up 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Jaden Tringrove on that far side just got he was there in position and just got pulled down and unable to show that he had position to draw the flag. So 3rd and 2 right here for the Cowboys. Cowboys handoff off the right side, diving forward, hit and brought down. Forward progress, though, is going to bring them up to the 6-yard line, and it's going to be 1st and goal right at the 6-yard line. Once again, Christian seeing the heavy load of carries. It'll be 1st and goal at the 6, and they bring in another offensive lineman, go with their heavy package. And they're all looking towards the sideline as they're trying to get somebody else out there. They're still missing a few guys, and they send in another tailback, but they're down to only 20 seconds. I don't know how only 5 seconds have run off, but 1st and goal from the 6. Bryant from the shotgun, offset eye behind him. There's a snap. Handoff off the right side, hit at the line and not going anywhere. Kyler Ingram there to throw him back. Nazi Gent and a whole host of Hornets to form that wall and swarm around him. Be a gain of 1 down to the 5-yard line, bringing up 2nd and goal from the 5. Quickly back to the line. Power package still in. 2-back split on either side of Bryant. Bryant from the shotgun. There's a snap. Handoff off the right side this time. They're going to try and pushes it in and in for the touchdown. They score first. Cowboys strike first here with 27 seconds to go in the first quarter. They're up 6-0 on the Hornets here in the state championship at Ken Riley Field. Now for the point after attempt. There's a snap. They're out to the far side and wrapped up. Jaden Tringrove there to knock him down. They had weird formation there for special teams where they tried to throw it out to the far side and was unsuccessful. And Hawthorne all over it. Brings them down. So with 27 seconds to go here in the first quarter, Hawthorne 6, or actually Madison County 6, Hawthorne 0. Hawthorne will be getting the kickoff. Hopefully a little bit better field position as we go into this third drive. All right, teeing it up. Number 51 teeing it up for Madison County. That is Keone Nelson. Alvin Isaac back deep for the Hornets. Their coach was talking about how our special teams get involved, and they didn't want to help them out, so they're going to do a little squib kick. Comes down to actually Caleb Rollerson. Rollerson takes it himself on the right side, following behind Alvin Isaac. They don't realize how speedy he can be as well, too, as Megatron gets it up to the 39-yard line. We'll see where he's officially marked out of bounds on the far side of the field, right in front of the Hawthorne bench, as they show Dimitri Perry up walking around with some ice on his leg, his right leg. So hopefully he'll be able to come back. We'll see how that does. 1st and 10 for the Hornets from our own 39-yard line. Ingram from the shotgun, trips to the near side, one man to the far side. There's a snap, handoff to Keenan Johnson. Johnson straight up the middle and battles right up to the fang of the Rattler at the middle of the field, down around the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd and 6 for the Hornets. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter as time runs down here in the first quarter after 12 minutes of play here on this state championship Class 1R game. It's Hawthorne 0, Madison County 6. Coach Ingram's over there talking them up, working the kinks out, and getting ready to battle back here as they got the ball.
Fans took the home without your officially licensed FHSAA championship souvenir. Whether it be a t-shirt, polo, sweat.
To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. I'm Matt Cernsa, your local Edward Jones financial advisor, and I can be your financial coach. Call 386-462-0417 today. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Tonight's game in the 2023 FHSAA Class 1R Football Championship is sponsored by the Florida High School Athletic Association. The FHSAA is a democratic organization with a membership of more than 800 middle and senior high schools, all committed to ensuring that Florida student athletes can compete fairly and equitably in an educational environment. The Florida High School Athletic Association, building leaders through teamwork, sportsmanship, and citizenship. Fans leading the way tonight for the Hornets. Andrew Zock, 3 tackles. Leland Johnson, 3 tackles. Nazi Gent, 3 tackles. Hawthorne right now has 2 first downs. Madison County 3. Once again, Madison County continuing with their rushing attempts at 12 and Hawthorne at 5. Hawthorne with 4 passing attempts. Madison County with 3. But Hawthorne going to get a few more snaps in now as now a little better field position at our own 43-yard line. This time we're going to flip the field. We're going to go left to right and spread them out and get back to that Hawthorne standard. Coach Ingram settled them down after the switch of the quarters. 2nd and 6. Here we go from the 43. Trips to the far side. One man to the near side is Bowie. There's a snap. Ingram takes it himself on the option. Keeps it himself. Crosses midfield and dives forward. Has a first down to the 48-yard line of the Cowboys. It's going to be a first down. 1st and 10. Hawthorne continuing to move the ball here, going right into this second quarter and switching out a few receivers for a few bigger guys. We got Zock coming on the field. Leland Johnson coming on the field. A few tight ends. And then Megatron runs out to the near side. Matthew McKinley goes to the far side. One man to the left, man to the right. Ingram from the shotgun. Keenan off his left side. K9 takes the snap and takes the handoff straight off the right guard and powers across the fang of the Rattler and gets down to the 43-yard line where it's going to be 2nd and 5. K9 has really carried the load here for the Hornets all year long. Done a great job. Well over 1,000 yards. $1,456 is what he had coming into tonight. So 44 yards from 1,500. There's a snap. Hand off to K9 once again off the left side. K9 trying to cut it to the outside. Picks up 1 and then brought down.
Johnson on the carry. Stop. Brings up 3rd down.
25 yards on the night for Johnson. Brings up 3rd and 4 from the 42 of the Cowboys. McKinley goes to the far side, trips to the near side. Less than 8 seconds to go in the play clock. And Coach Ingram calls a timeout here to talk things over.
Their first time.
Hornet fans, let us know where you're watching from. We appreciate everybody tuning in and being part of the broadcast here, wherever you may be joining us from. I apologize about all these little spam things. We've tried to eliminate these. Preston Barker from Prospect Harbor, Maine. David Guthrie from Colorado. Great to see a bunch of former Hornets there. Stark, Florida, Amy Lewis. Appreciate you joining us. Thank you all. Thank you all for your support throughout the year on this broadcast. First time we've done this. So 3rd and 4 from the 42 of the Cowboys. Ingram takes a snap, rolling out to his right, looking forward, has his man, and complete to Megatron down to the 30-yard line. It's going to be a first down. 1st and 10 for the Hornets after a gain of 12 yards. Ingram rolling out to the near side. Bunch of Cowboys right there providing pressure, and Megatron just sets up and waits for the ball to get to him and just catches it and then covers it right there on the ground. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Hornets at the Cowboys' 30-yard line. 9:46 to go here in the second quarter. Hawthorne down by 6, but threatening now. Man wide left, man wide right. From the shotgun goes Ingram. K9 off his left side. There's a snap. Ingram back to pass. Looking to throw. Has a man. He's beat him. And looking forward and still being pressured. And another flag. 2 flags on him as he had him beat by a long shot. Looked like Alvin Isaac over there or Matthew McKinley. I couldn't see as hard as it's on the other side of the field. Alvin Isaac was over there. And so you got a flag at the goal line and then a flag at the 10-yard line. So did pass interference early and then another pass interference.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both of them on the defense. Only defense, that penalty is declined. Pass interference on the defense, that penalty be accepted. 15 from the previous play. First down.
So it's going to be 15-yard penalty, which is also half the distance down to the 15-yard line. And 1st and 10 for the Hornets. Heads up play by the Cowboys defender there, as it would have been 6 for the Hornets. So I guess it's a worthwhile penalty. But Hornets right back at it. Hand off to K9 off the right side. He's spun around in the backfield, but then he dives forward and actually picks up 2 yards down to the 13-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8.
Johnson on the carry.
Yeah, once again, I apologize about all those spam things. Do not click on any of those, as those are horrible, and we apologize about that. Ingram from the shotgun. Looking back, throws out to the far side, has his man, and a heck of a catch by Caleb Rollerson. Megatron over there. He cuts on the inside. Looked like CJ was expecting him to go to the outside. He lays out parallel to the turf, catches it, and it'd be a gain of about 5, bringing it down to the 8-yard line. 3rd and a long 3. 8.5 to go here in the first half. Hawthorne threatening down deep in Madison territory. We were deep earlier and threw an interception. And once again, a chance right here. Ingram takes it himself, rolling to the right, looking to throw, tucks it underneath his right shoulder, dives forward. Oh, and he got his legs taken out from underneath him as a cornerback came up and made a great play in the open field. It'll be a loss of 1. Or actually, they're going to mark them up back to the 8, so it's still back to the line of scrimmage, so there's no loss on the play to bring up 4th and 3. 4th and 3. 4th and 3 from the 8. Five seconds on the play clock. And Coach Ingram's going to call a timeout here. 7:25 to go in this opening half. Coach Ingram knows how important this play is, as it's 4th and 3 from the 8-yard line right down here in front of our booth on the near sideline. So we're going to have a great view of it with the exception of this wall and the splits of these windows. It's kind of hard for me and Sean Derrick up here to deal with, but we are happy to be here and happy to be bringing you this broadcast. Appreciate Eli helping us out earlier with the sideline video with Coach Shane Andrew, now superintendent, and Coach Kent Johnson. So if you missed that, go back and watch that whenever you get a chance. We appreciate you all joining us. We will have a follow-up. Regardless of how this turns out tonight, we'll have another coaches show, and we'll bring you that as well, too. So look forward to hopefully it bringing a celebratory one. But we'll see how it goes. A lot of ball game to play here. About 31 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the ball game. 4th and 3 from the 8-yard line. Ingram from the shotgun. K9 off his left side. They're going to stack the box. There's a snap. Ingram fakes it. And Alvin Isaac has it. Going to the left side and goes in. Untouched. Touchdown. The Hornets. Alvin Isaac, all by himself, had Matthew McKinley in front of him, leading the way as a blocker. There was no one there. It was as naked as it could be, and he was quarantined all the way into the end zone, and the Hornets get on the board, 6-all, tying it up as now Sam Carroll comes on to attempt the all-important point after. There's a snap. Set down. The kick is up. Oh, and it hit the upright and no good. Hit the upright. How about that? You don't see that many times. But we are all tied up here in this Class 1R state championship game here at Ken Riley Field and Bragg Memorial Stadium on the campus of FAMU. If you haven't been here before, it is a lovely place. Excellent stadium, excellent environment. Nice turf, low cut. If you have the right cleats, you can be really fast on it. I'm hoping our guys got their stuff figured out and getting used to it now. But it gets slick, especially as the dew is starting to set in this nighttime. It makes it a little bit slicker. Hawthorne kicking it off for the first time tonight. Teeing it up is going to be Sway at the 40-yard line. All right, I see that class of 99 there. Shout out your classes. See your classmates on here. Tag them. Let them know you're watching with them. Feel free to discuss on here. Keep it civil. Sway tees it up, spreads them out, checks them off, and there's a kick. High, end over end, coming down to the Cowboy at the 14-yard line. He tries to go straight up, but looking like he was going to dance and fake someone out, but Keenan Johnson said he was having no part of that. Wraps him up, throws him down, and the Hawthorne defense is going to start off right there. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cowboys at their 22-yard line as Hawthorne looks like they're starting to get everything shaken off and back to that Hawthorne standard that we've seen all year long. So 1st and 10 here on the big stage in Tallahassee, Florida. That defense back out there yet again. 1st and 10. The Cowboys have it going from right to left on the far hash. Bryant from the shotgun. Running back off either side. There's a snap. Takes it himself off the right side. Makes it past the line of scrimmage. Dances forward up to the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And bring up 2nd and 5 for the Cowboys. All right, 2nd and 5. All right, I see that class of 98. That's my class. There's a snap, handoff as the tight end came in motion around the near side, but then a bunch of Hornets along with Andrew Zopp, the Navy commit, launches him back inside the 20-yard line. The Cowboy fans aren't too happy with it, but that Cowboy just went sailing. And forward progress will have him to the 23 or 25-yard line. It'll still be a loss of 2, and it'll be 3rd and 7 for the Cowboys.
3rd down.
6:07 to go here in this first half, and a water break is called by the official. Fans, it was a special time this week. Andrew Zock honored by the Gator Quarterback Club.
4M, 2S, 2
The Gainesville chapter honored him as the Scholar Athlete of the Year
Florida play.
for football. And then they also honored Alvin Isaac as the Offensive Player of the Year. So 2 Hawthorne players were both recognized by the Gator Quarterback Club. That is amazing. And a bunch of others received votes. As I was talking to Coach C.I., he said a lot of guys were mentioned, even some of our younger guys, but this was only for seniors, But we'll have a bunch of seniors next year as well, too. So more coming that will qualify next year for that. Fans, I hope you're enjoying this as much as we are up here. It's a little cold, a little frigid, but not as cold as it is out there in the stands if you're listening to us in the stands. We're up here in this nice press box they have on the 2nd floor, right around the 40-yard line of the south side of the field. And the DJ here getting everybody dancing. Once again, we want to thank all of our sponsors. Hats off to the Quarterback Club for what they've done throughout the year. Also, our booster program. And so the Quarterback Club is just a community organization that helps out with different things around the community. But the Booster Club, they run the concession stand and do a lot of things that are directly involved with the sports program in the school. So a little bit different idea of what they do, but it's great to have all of them and being involved as they are. It's been awesome to get that many people involved and engaged in the student athletes at Hawthorne High School. But we do want to shout out Whole Home Pro, Raised Metals, Barnett Deep Creek, Edward Jones Investment, Select Scape, Landscaping, Heather Cerncy Watson Realty, Diamond Z, Trimming and Shoeing, Whispering Dog Design, Confidence Heritage Salon, Kyle Van Zant, Lawn Care. Appreciate all of y'all being part of our postseason broadcast. 3rd and 7 for the Cowboys. Cowboys take the snap. Bryant coming to the near side, trying to find somebody to throw it to. Throws it across and caught. And out of bounds at the 35-yard line. He's going to have a first down as he makes it up to the 35-yard line. It's number 21 on the reception, Jordan Wilson. Wilson with only his 2nd catch all year. Previous one went for 21 yards. This one goes for enough for a first down. There's a handoff to the right side. The running back tries to cut to the outside. Zion Johnson has him wrapped up, and they run to the boundary and finally thrown down. And a referee gets tripped up there on the boundary as well, too, and brought up to, it'll be a gain of 4 after he's finally brought down at the 39-yard line. On the carry was number 13, Richard Miller.
Johnson on the stop.
Miller, 650 yards on the season. One of their other featured rushers, 86 carries before coming into tonight's game. Bryant from the shotgun, backs split behind him. They're being pressured in the backfield, wrapped up and brought down. He loses the ball in the backfield and picked up by Zock. Zock's rumbling and tumbling and finally brought down at the 21-yard line. It's going to be a Hornet ball. Hornet ball. Hornet ball. 1st and 10 at the Cowboys' 21-yard line. There's a signal. It's official. Hawthorne has it. Bryant tried to get rid of it. He was facing the wrong direction. He was facing back towards his own end zone and then tries to get his handle on the ball and loses it completely as he was wrapped up by 2 Hornets. And then Zock comes up with the ball after it's dropped to the surface. He just about had a scoop and score, but brought down after he couldn't get his footing on this turf at the 21-yard line, and that Hawthorne offense going to have short distance to go here. 1st and 10 from the Cowboys' 21. Rollerson by himself on the far side of the field. Megatron. K9 in the backfield off the left side of Ingram. Ingram back, looking to pass. Has Alvin Isaac. Oh, an interception. And actually going to be down at the 1. Alvin Isaac was a pass intended for. Ingram might have underthrown it as Alvin Isaac was behind his guy. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cowboys at their own 1-yard line as he came out of the end zone and got tackled immediately by Vaughn. So quick change here. Quick sudden change. 4:46 to go in this first half. 6-all. And the Cowboys deep in their own end zone. Bryant from the shotgun standing about midway in the letters. There's a snap. Handoff to the near side. Getting to the outside. Has a little bit of room on the boundary. Still on his feet. Getting down the sideline. He's beat everybody. And he's going to take it 99 yards for a touchdown as he's gone the distance. Holy cow, what a play. Unfortunately, it's against us, but 99 yards he goes. Varian Terry, number 6. It's got to be one of the longest runs in FHSAA history that we just witnessed. Unfortunately, being against us, as he came out to the near boundary, it looked like it was going to be pushed out of bounds. They sealed the edge and then took it the distance and just outran everybody on the defense. That is only his 26th carry, and he's only ran for 242 yards all season. And they're going to attempt a point after as it's 12-6 with 4:32 to go here in this first half. There's a snap. The set down, the kick is up, and good. So 4:32, Madison County strikes quick. One play later, after the interception, makes it 13-6. Sudden changes here in a great state championship game. A lot of mistakes, but Hawthorne very much into this one still. Coach Ingram over there huddling the team up, trying to get them motivated, let them know it's not out of reach here. They got to quickly respond as these last few minutes going into the half and then the first few minutes coming out are some of the most important minutes in setting the momentum of the rest of the game. Keone Nelson teeing it up at his own 40. Has a kick, low kick, and heads up play by the Hornets falling on it. But it was another squib kick, and Hawthorne doesn't have far to go as great field position once again at the 46-yard line. Looks like Coach Price saying that if you're going to beat us, you're going to have to beat us with your offense, not with your special teams, as they know how special Alvin Isaac has been for the Hornets all year long in the return game. So 1st and 10, short porch for the Hornets, only 54 yards away from pay dirt. CJ gets his men back out there on the field, trying to rally the troops. Darian Bowie coming to the near side. In the slot goes Vaughn. K9 back there in the backfield by himself off the right shoulder of CJ. Twins left. Now Vaughn motions right to left. And flag comes in as one of the linemen moved a little bit early.
Player to the snap. Ball start. Open. Penalty. No first down.
All right. 1st and 15 now from our own 41. Coach Ingram talking to his guys, trying to get them to settle down. Starting to make a few mental errors. Twins left, one man to the near side. Ingram from the shotgun. Back to pass. Throws it out. Has his man Alvin Isaac incomplete. He was set up for a bubble, and the ball was thrown a little in front of him. Brings up second down, 2nd and 15.
As it falls incomplete.
Looks like they just had a mix-up in communication. Brings up 2nd and 15 from the 41. Plenty of time, 4:27 to go here in this first half. Great environment, a lot of Cowboy fans, a lot of Hornet fans. You can see the Hornet fans on the far side of the field. Good contingency showing up. Loud crowd, 2nd and 15. Trips to the far side, one man to the near side. Ingram back to pass, looking across, has his man complete and moving forward still. That's Megatron over there. Throws it to him and caught it about 5 yards down the field and then surged forward and picked up another 9, bringing it down to the 45 of the Cowboys, right above the head of the Rattler. And it's going to be 3rd and a short 1. In the power package, Ingram from the shotgun. There's a snap. Takes it off the left side. Loses his footing, but still dives forward and picks up the first down. You could see CJ, as soon as he went to plant his foot just kicked back behind him and went up in the air and was able, as tall as he is with that frame, he was able to pick up the first down. And it's 1st and 10 for the Hornets at the 43 of the Cowboys. 3:30 to go here in the half. Hawthorne 43 yards away from trying to tie this thing up. Man wide to the far side, trips to the near side. Ingram from the shotgun, K9 off his left shoulder. There's a handoff to K9. K9 straight up the middle, breaking tackle, surging forward, down to the 36-yard line.
Keenan Johnson on the carry.
Another gain of 7. Keenan just toting the ball all the time for the Hornets, carrying the load, saying, put it on my shoulders. The junior surging forward, carrying a few Cowboys with him. 2nd and 3. Man to the far side, trips to the near side. Ingram from the shotgun. K9 there, running the option to the near side. Pitch back to K9. K9 picks up the first down. He runs over a Cowboy and brings it down inside the 30-yard line to the 27. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Hornets. Here, moving the ball late in the first half. 2:40 to go here in this first half. Hawthorne, plenty of time. Trying to milk the clock at the same time to not leave Madison any time as well, too. So trying to do good time clock management as Hawthorne keeps moving that ball. Just a few mental mistakes, and Hawthorne is dominating it otherwise. 2 big run plays is all Madison County has had for the whole night. Trips to the far side, one man to the near side. Ingram with a high snap, picks it, or actually falls down on it. Another mental mistake. He's going to drop it back 8 yards now to the 35.
Ingram on the recovery.
And bring up 2nd and 18. Ten seconds on the play clock. 1:39 to go here in the first half. Twins to the far side. Ingram from the shotgun. There's a snap. Handoff to, or fake the handoff to K9. Throws it out. Has his receiver. That's Megatron. Megatron down to the 23-yard line. And it'll bring up 3rd down. At the 24, actually, is where they'll spot him at. Say he went down a little bit early. Be 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7 from the 24. Ingram takes the snap, rolling out to his left side, looking across, has his man, McKinley. McKinley has it, brought down to the 12, and then he scoots in and scores! Matthew McKinley Daniels! CJ finds him right there in the flat, and then he tucks it back in, and there was nobody there to guard him, and goes straight up the hash and steps on it like a ladder into the end zone for the touchdown, bringing Hawthorne within 1 from tying it up with 51 seconds to go here in this first half. Hawthorne down 13-12, waiting for the point after. Sam Carroll on to attempt the point after. Zion Johnson will be holding it. Seeing all these guys slipping on the field. Don't know how it is for a kicker, but there's a snap. There's a kick. It's up. And good. It's all tied up here at Ken Riley Field, Bragg Memorial Stadium. This Class 1R state championship is everything everybody wanted to see, as it is at prime time for the night game. This is why they put it here. 51 seconds to go in this first half, and everybody's getting their money's worth tonight. We thank y'all for tuning in and supporting these guys all season long, and hopefully they can bring it home here. Sway teeing it up at the 40. Madison County with two guys deep. They spreading them out, talking them up. Special teams going to have to be special tonight. No big plays, no more big plays. There's a kick. The left footer gets into it, kicks it back deep to the 8-yard line where it's picked up by the Cowboys and hit. Oh, and a big hit coming in there as the Hornets knocked it loose, maybe. Do the Hornets have it? And let's see what they signal. Hawthorne ball! Hawthorne ball! On special teams, I seen the huge hit over there right at the 23-yard line as Leland Johnson came in there and blew it up, gets off the bottom of the pile with the ball. These guys just want it more. They said, we're going to come in and take it. That's our ball. Coach Ingram challenged them last week and said, those guys have your scholarship. They have your offers. Go take it from them. This time, I'm sure he's telling them they have the ball. Go take it from them, as Coach Atkins over there on the far side chatting it up and motivating the team. And you got McKinley. You got all the guys, the leaders, the special teams are filled with them, as that's what Coach Ingram learned under Coach Meyer whenever he was at Florida, is you put your best talent out there on the field on special teams. 1st and 10 from the 22. Ingram takes a snap, fakes a handoff to Keenan, goes off the left side, breaking tackles down inside the 20 to the 16-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 4 from the 16. CJ took it himself, faked the handoff off the right side, takes a snap, and does spike in the ball. He clocks it, makes it 3rd down. So 26 seconds to go here in the first half. Hawthorne tied it up just now and then just recovered the ball as well after the big fumble created there by that Hawthorne special teams hit on the far side of the field at the 23. Ball spotted at the 16-yard line. It's 3rd and 4. Got to be smart here with 26 seconds left. Can't be inbounds. Ingram from the shotgun. K9 off his left side. Ingram back. Throws it out. Has his man. 1st down and out of bounds. Right at the 11-yard line. Alvin Isaac with the reception, and a heads-up play by the South Florida commit. Gets out of bounds. Makes it 1st and 10 from the 11 with 23 seconds. Only ran 3 seconds off. Matthew McKinley getting up, limping on the play. Running off from the near side of the field to the far side as he got banged up. I looked over and seen him laying on the ground. I don't know if that was a contact injury or if he slipped as well too. But 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line, 23 seconds to go. Ingram from the shotgun, power formation, huge hole open for him, straight up the middle down to the 5-yard line. And Hawthorne's going to take a timeout here with 17 seconds to go in this first half. CJ took that keeper himself. You had the big beef package overloaded on the left side as all the defensive linemen and offensive linemen, anybody else he could find there that was a bigger guy, he had in front of him, clearing that hole, opening it up, and picked up an easy 6 yards down to the 5-yard line, and 5 yards away from taking this lead. 17 seconds left here in this half. Hawthorne changing the momentum, taking it on their shoulders. That special teams play igniting the Hornets and the fans over there as they're up dancing around, cheering them on, trying to rally the troops. Hawthorne with 10 first downs on the night. Madison County only 5. They've only had really 2 big plays is really all they've had all night long. But because of those 2 big plays, it's really set them up for this 13-13 tie that we have right now. Ingram under center, backs in the I formation with Zock at fullback, Keenan the tailback. Zock in motion to the right. There's a snap. Fake the handoff, fake the end around, looking into the end zone, and another interception in the end zone. CJ was looking for the tight end and was intercepted, and so the Hawthorne Hornets threaten but don't score. No harm, no foul, but an opportunity missed as Coach Ingram's going to be over there coaching them up with 10 seconds to go here in this first half. Madison County's going to have the ball first and 10 from their own 20. The Cowboys will get the ball coming out of the second half. See if they elect to try and it looks like they're just going to take a knee as Bryant's under center. There's a snap, takes a knee. And the clock's going to run down here with 6 seconds, 5, 4. Both teams head into the locker room. Fans, it's a great game here. A lot of just mental mistakes here on this big stage. But both teams rallying it up as Coach Ingram huddles his team over there on the 30-yard line to let them know they're in a big moment here. But got to step up, clean it up. It's nothing we haven't been in the past. It's 0-0 with 24 seconds or 24 minutes left in this ball game. It's officially tied up at 13-13. And we'll be back momentarily. Thank you all for joining us. We're going to take this time to recognize our sponsors real quick. Want to thank Whole Home Pro. Visit wholehomepro.com after the game and book a visit with Hawthorne's own Sean Derrick to see if your home qualifies for solar with no upfront costs or up to $14,000 in federal rebates to make home energy upgrades. Visit wholehomepro.com. And our thanks to Sean Derrick. He put all this broadcast together for us on Hawthorne Hub. He's a man of many talents, and his wife Emily as well too do a great job supporting the community in different facets. But we appreciate what he's doing right now here with putting this on and helping us with the broadcast. He runs the production over there and does a great job. Keeps me in line as well too. The Barn at Deep Creek is a breathtaking new event venue outside of Gainesville, tucked away on acres of pasture and privacy, blending southern charm and natural beauty. It's the perfect setting for intimate parties to grand weddings and even large-scale events. Check out the Barn at Deep Creek at barnatdeepcreek.com and on Facebook and Instagram today. Ray's Metalworks, located in Alachua, Florida, is celebrating their 50th year serving the southeastern United States as a family-owned sheet metal company, specializing in commercial and industrial HVAC ductwork and exhaust systems, as well as custom metal fabrication and more. They can fulfill all your metal needs. Ray's Metalworks. Van Zant Lawn Care. Kyle Van Zant, been involved for many years, even alumni, and helping us out. Our appreciation to him and everything he does for the Hawthorne community, not just the football field. Tracy and Trisha Cantley with Cantley Roofing, we appreciate them and what they've done throughout the year. All the people behind the scenes at the Booster Club, but also at the Quarterback Club, the community organization that helps many different things throughout the community. We appreciate Lisa Collins as well as Derek Collins for running all this and putting it together and doing all they do in the community as a community organization. Thank you so much. Fans, we'll be back with you momentarily, and we'll bring you some stats from the first half and look forward to the final 24 minutes of the state championship game here at Ken Riley Field, Bragg Memorial Stadium on the campus of Florida A&M University.
State Championships.
All right, welcome back after one half of play. It is all tied up at 13. Lots of opportunities, missed opportunities for the Hornet team, but really controlled the whole game with the exception of 2 plays. 2 plays is really what's killing the Hornets right now as a rushing yards. Right now, Hawthorne has 60 yards rushing, and Madison County has 176 yards rushing. But 145 of those are from 2 plays. So 31 yards otherwise, and that just shows how dominant Hawthorne has been. But Hawthorne is really fortunate to be still in this game after throwing 3 interceptions in the first half and a couple missed opportunities, obviously, that we were able to recover from. So it's going to be an exciting second half, and you can't keep doing that. As good as we are against a good team like Madison County, we can't keep doing that because we know that they'll soon take advantage of that. So Hawthorne, Coach Ingram gave them the halftime pep talk, talked them up. They're out here on the field getting loose. We'll see, actually see Dimitri Perry out there running around. He got injured that first quarter, and the Hawthorne front 4 had to deal without him for that rest of the first half. So he's out there back running around, and it looks like it's going to be go time for him. Here's the last 24 minutes of most of these seniors' playing career. Some of them will be fortunate enough to go on and play somewhere for college ball, but we'll just see how that works out. So last time in this Hawthorne uniform for sure for all these seniors. Fans, we really do appreciate you tuning in. Feel free to keep commenting there. The more you comment, the more it can flood out some of this spam stuff, so we certainly appreciate that. We do have the FHSAA is now on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Tweet us, like us, and tag us on your social platforms by searching for FHSAA. Keep up with teams and people who strive to make high school athletics in the state of Florida the best. Be a fan of it all by following us on social media at FHSAA. For the latest official news about Florida high school sports, including up-to-date brackets in the 2023 FHSAA Football Championships, visit FHSAA.com, the new official website of the Florida High School Athletic Association. That's www.fhsaa.com. Catch live and on-demand postseason coverage of Florida high school sports at www.nfhsnetwork.com. Brought to you by the NFHS Network, the official online partner of the FHSAA. The Florida High School Athletic Association recognizes its corporate partners who help make the Florida High School Football State Championships possible. Team IP, the official merchandising company of the FHSAA. Gatorade, fueling the future. Bally Sports, the official broadcast partner of the FHSAA. NFHS Network, official online partner of the FHSAA. Max Preps, official scores and statistics of the FHSAA. Florida Dairy Farmers, official sponsor of the Florida Dairy Farmers Academic All-State Scholarship. Zephyr Hills, official spring water of the FHSAA. GoFan, official online ticket provider of the FHSAA. And Wilson, official ball supplier of the 2023 Florida High School Football State Championship. Both teams are back out on the field, and Cowboys just now getting out there. So after one half of play, Hawthorne has 10 first downs, Madison County 5. Rushing attempts, about even. 18 for Madison County, Hawthorne 17. Rushing yards, Madison County 176 with 145 of those coming from 2 plays. Hawthorne 60. Rushing average, 9.8 for Madison County, 3.5 for Hawthorne. Receptions, 8 for Hawthorne, 2 for Madison County. Receiving yards, 89 for Hawthorne, 6 for Madison County. Not very many special teams, as most of ours, they've squib kicked, and we just had to fall on those, so taking the special teams out of that. Possession is just about even. Hawthorne has the ball for 13 minutes, 46 seconds after those last few possessions. Takes the control of it over 10-14 for Madison County. Third downs, Hawthorne 4 for 7. Madison County 4 for 5. Fourth down efficiency. Hawthorne 1 for 1. Madison County 0 for 1. Fans, it's going to be a great game. The final 24 minutes here on this Class 1R state championship contest here at Bragg Memorial Stadium, Ken Riley Field. They've done a great job putting this together. The Cowboy broadcast is right next door. They've been great to us. It's been good talking to a lot of these people as I've been wandering around on the sideline on our way up here, but also just seeing them in the stands. So very cordial. Obviously, both teams want their team to win and really just want to have a good performance on both sides as many of these student athletes play for the last time for their high schools. Hawthorne will tee the ball up, and the Cowboys will return it as they won the coin toss and deferred to the second half. Sway has the ball at the 40. Cowboys just now getting out there on the field. I'd call their numbers out if I could see them. I apologize, but I think that's number 1, John Christian on the far side. They have that big, bold stripe at the bottom, and then their numbers are so small above it and in it, it makes it hard to see. So I apologize for not recognizing them as much. But we appreciate all of y'all joining in with us. And keep commenting on there, and that'll drown out all the spam stuff. Do not click on any of those. There's a kick. High. End over end. Going to the far side. Christian has it. Coming out to the near side. Has a little bit of running room for the first time. He's moving the ball, but he's driven back immediately as Jamarian Davenport finishes him off. But he tried to run it this time to the near side instead of hesitating like they've done in the past to where they waited for a hole to open. He just ran full steam this direction to the near side and was blown up once again and driven back by Jamarian Davenport. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys at their own 29-yard line to start the third quarter. 13-13. Fans, once again, the score is actually on the screen, so if you're looking, it's on the screen. Bryant from the shotgun takes snap, handoff, and blown up right there at the line of scrimmage was their tailback. He may have gained 1 if they're nice to him. Kyler Ingram getting off the bottom of that, along with Jaden Tringrove. Peter Finn also in there for the Hornets. Got that right side of the defense holding strong. And just as we've seen in the warm-ups during halftime, Dimitri Perry out there for the Hornets playing defensive end on the far side. 2nd and 9. There's a snap from the shotgun. Handoff now coming to the near side. Wrapped up and brought down Jamarian Davenport there for the Hornets. Big gain of 4, actually. And it looked like he had a little more of a seam until Davenport came in there and cut it down. Christian was on the carry. Once again, number 1. He's their big carrier for the team.
3rd down.
3rd and 5. From the shotgun goes Bryant. Man off either side. There's a handoff to the near side, trying to get to the outside. And a whole lot of grabbing going on, pushed out of bounds. And Gent trying to talk to the official, saying that he was being held, couldn't turn around. And it showed on the Jumbotron and supports his argument there, but it's a 1st down for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line after the pickup there by Christian. From Bryant from the shotgun, handoff to the left side. Christian once again hit and driven back. Davenport there along with Kyler Ingram, and a gain of just 2. Keeping on going with that ground game, and they're trying to shorten the game now as well too, knowing that they have time of possession in their favor. And you don't want that Hawthorne offense to be on the field too long, because once you give them too much room, you know how the kind of numbers they can put up, or they have put up throughout the year. 1 man wide to the near side, back split in the backfield from the shotgun, and goes Bryant. Bryant with the inside handoff, and he gets a little bit of room right out to the outside. Oh, my goodness, and a flag comes in, thank goodness, as Nate, the great, was held, and then you got another player with his helmet off. But there were flags all over the place to bring that one back. I mean, I think everybody could have seen that, and even shown on the Jumbotron, I think everybody sees it as well, too. But momentarily, that was number 14 on the carry that had a great carry, Sean Williams. Took it distance, but they're going to bring it all the way back. Be 10 yards from the spot of the foul, and they bring it back just across midfield, or right at midfield. Nose is right on the line. So it'll be 2nd and 2 after the penalty is marked off. 2nd and 2. Wide right goes Lamar. Bryant from the shotgun, backs on either side of him, with Christian being on the near side. There's a snap. Bryant back to pass, actually, rolling out to his right, looking across, trying to find somebody to throw it to, takes it himself, and dives across midfield, picks up the first down. Jaden Tringrove there to bring him down, and Perry coming up limping again. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cowboys at the Hornet 46-yard line. Xavier Bryant. He has 51 yards for the night, 109 for Terry, and 23 for Miller. There's a snap, flag on the play. False start is going to be against the Cowboys and back them up 5 yards. So it'll be 1st and 15 and moving back 1 yard into the Cowboy territory to the 49. And that Hawthorne defense going to have to come up with some plays now. Here comes another cornerback. So I'm going to say Nate's great, but I don't know if he can guard 2 guys by himself. Bryant from the shotgun, handoff to the near side, straight up the middle. And rugby scrum ensues, and it'll be a gain of 4 into the Hornet territory down to the 47-yard line, and it'll be 2nd and 11. That was number 6 on the carry, Varian Terry. He's had that 199-yard rushing touchdown, and his total yards is 113. So besides that, he has 14 yards for the night. 2nd and 11. Bryant from the shotgun. Twins to the near side. Back split on either side of him. Throwing out to the near side. Picked off by Nate. Nathan Jennings comes up with an interception. The young freshman steps right in front of it and picks it off. And Hawthorne has a takeaway of their own and hoping to have a little momentum change. Once again for the Hornets. It'll be 1st and 10 from our own 30-yard line. As Bryant was looking down for his inside receiver that was going down the left side of the field, right down the hash. And Nate was on the outside of him, and then just what an athletic move as he steps right in front of him and picks it off. 1st and 10 for the Hornets. The youngster trying to inspire these older guys to get things going offensively. Ingram from the shotgun, twins to the near side. K9 off his left. From our own 30, Ingram takes it himself, runs to the boundary, has some blocking in front of him, and brings it up to the 40. They're going to mark him out of bounds at the 38. So it'll be 2nd and 2. Eight yards at a time is not too bad. As CJ followed his blockers around the left side, it just looked like a a wall going around there, almost like a special teams play, the way they were running down it, and the power package comes in as it's 2nd and 2. Ingram straight up the middle, following his blockers, picks up the first down up to the 43-yard line.
Ingram on the keeper.
Hawthorne getting it moving now. They found something working. Got to keep it working and hopefully got everything worked out and ironed out and settled down for this second half. 7:40 to go here in this third quarter of the Class 1R state championship game. Let me hear you back home there cheering on these Hornets. 1st and 10, trips to the near side, one man to the far side. Ingram from the shotgun, and 2 flags come in.
Prior to the snap, full start.
False start, Hawthorne. And moving back 5 yards. That's the first time I've heard an official call out the team name. Normally they just say offense or defense, but they actually called out the team name. That was different. 1st and 15. Trips to the near side, one man to the far side. There's a snap. Handoff to K9. K9 off the right side. Has a little bit of room to run. Cuts it back. Still on his feet. Breaking tackles at midfield. Shaking off Cowboys and still rumbling and tumbling and riding those Cowboys down into the 38-yard line and going to have another Hornet first down. 1st and 10. Hawthorne with 7 minutes to go here in this third quarter. The momentum looks like it's changing as K9 picks up a few Cowboys and takes them for a ride. And the Hornets quickly to the line once again. Megatron to the far boundary, standing on the numbers. Ingram takes a snap, runs off the left side, still on his feet, diving forward. And that Hawthorne offense, oh man, there's some extracurricular activity as Zoc and Jaden Tringrove were pushing one of the defenders about 30 yards downfield. They drove him, and he got mad and kind of little extra physical activity. But Hawthorne moved the ball. Oh, an official's timeout with 6:26 to go. Man, Hawthorne moving the ball, and we get an official's timeout here at the 33-yard line. But Hawthorne changing things right now. Getting the ball moving, getting the line involved, making it physical. Just like Coach Ingram said, it's going to come down to the trenches, the physicality down low, and he has confidence in his guys being physical and being aggressive there. On the Hawthorne side, Keenan has 67 yards, which puts him over 1,500 yards for the year. CJ has 51. And Vaughn has 8. On the tackle side, Davenport has 7, Zoc 5, Ingram 4, and Gent 4. Even with 3 interceptions, CJ has a 98.9 quarterback rating, and their quarterback has a 10. I don't think I've ever seen a 10 quarterback rating. That's amazing. Receptions, Caleb has 5. Matthew has 1. Vaughn has 2. Yards, Caleb has 52. Matthew has 24. Vaughn has 13. Touchdowns, Vaughn has 1. Matthew has 1. And their Varian Terry has 2. One of them was a 99-yarder. Spectacular run that he had. Fans, this is nothing less than what everybody expected. The primetime game here at the Class 1R State Championship, Bragg Memorial Stadium. There's 2 state championship games prior to ours. The first one was a blowout. The second one was actually a win by 2 points. I think it was a last-second field goal that won it, or last few moments field goal that won it. And then Hawthorne and Madison County all tied up here after one half of play. Halfway through the third quarter, Hawthorne threatening for their first possession of this third quarter after the interception by Nathan Jennings. All right, we're back to action now after a long break. 2nd and 5. Ingram from the shotgun, tight formation, twins left, twins right. Vaughn with a pitch, going around the left side, has room to run, has a first down, still taking it sideline, still touching. Oh, they're going to mark him out of bounds at the 20-yard line as he was toe tapping down the sideline. Looks like they have him stepping out, but it's still going to be a first down for the Hornets as he came around from the near side. They were a tight bunch, twins on both ends. And now coming right back with a power package. Megatron out to the far boundary. Everybody else big and hefty right there in the middle. CJ going to take it himself. Run down to the left boundary. Has plenty of blocking in front of him. And touchdown, Hornets! Flag comes in right at the 4-yard line from across the field. 3 officials right there next to it. And a flag comes in from the referee that's right at normally around the linebacker level, throws the flag way across the field about 30 yards.
Holding against Hawthorne. 10-foot is pocket.
So holding against Hawthorne, you got it there, but it's still a huge pickup as it's now 1st and 3 at the 13-yard line after that run. Beautiful run. Great blocking downfield. Caleb Rollerson had his guy pinned back in the back of the end zone. Ingram takes a snap now. Same power formation. Straight up the middle. Ingram goes and gains only 1 this time. So instead of taking it outside, he tries to cram it inside and brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 2. Isn't really a bad thing, and we don't know how it's going to work out in the end, if we're going to need these extra minutes or not. But at the moment, a chance and an opportunity for Hawthorne to take a few more minutes off the play clock as we're at 5:40 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Coming to the line. Power package still in. Megatron to the far side. Ingram from the shotgun. Following his guys around left side. Slips, loses his footing, and dives forward. Oh, my goodness. Once again, just this turf monster coming into play here. Be a gain of 1 still. Thank God Ingram's 6'6", because if he wasn't, we would have lost yardage on that. And it's going to be spotted at the 12-yard line. So it's still going to be 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. So every time he goes to put his foot in the turf and make that cut, you can just see visibly his leg just slip out from underneath him. Ingram, power package once again. This time hands off to K9. K9 off the left side, dives forward and right at the 10-yard line and looks to have the first down. We'll see how it's spotted.
Keenan Johnson on the carry.
First down. 1st and goal for the Hornets right on the 10. If you hit the goal line like that, it's going to be a touchdown, breaking the plane. So K9 off the left side says, I'll take it myself. Ingram hands it off to him. K9 turns it up, picks up the 2, says, put it on my back, guys. The juniors carrying the load for the Hornets right now. Trips to the near side, 1 man to the far side. Ingram takes a snap, hand off to K9 off the right side this time as Madison County just got a fresh set of bodies in there. But that Hawthorne offensive line still creating holes and blocking people downfield as you see those linemen shoot off the line and pick up guys, not only the first 3, as they got 3 down linemen and 4 linebackers, 5 linebackers now in the box. There's a snap, shotgun snap, hand off to Keenan. Keenan off the right side, but surging forward and brought down right at the 5-yard line. And it's going to be 3rd and goal from the just inside the 5 and the 4.5-yard line. On the far side hash, 4 yards away from taking the lead with 3:30 to go here in the 3rd quarter. And Hawthorne going to take a timeout here, talk things over. The Florida High School Athletic Association recognizes its corporate partners. We thank them. We've already done that review. We're not going to read them again unless they donate some money to the quarterback club. So we thank them for being sponsors for the FHSAA. Good sports programs need good officials. You can stay connected to interscholastic competition by becoming an FHSAA contest official. There's a need for officials at all levels. In all sports, you can help fill those needs. We invite you to join the thousands of men and women in the FHSAA Contest Officials Program who play vital roles in the integrity of interscholastic competition. If you're interested, contact the Florida High School Athletic Association office in Gainesville or visit the officials website at becomeanofficial.org. All right, Hornet fans, what do you think out there in Meadowland? 3rd and goal from the 4.5-yard line. 3:33 left in this third quarter. Threes across the board as we're tied up at 13-13. Ingram under center. Keenan, the tailback, faked the handoff or pitch back to Keenan and the inside handoff end around to Vaughn, but Madison County stayed home and was anticipating it, and it'll be a loss of 5 back to the 10-yard line, and looks like the field goal unit's going to come in to try and take the lead. This actually works out well for the Hornets, as if you have a right-footed kicker, you would rather be on that left hash than the right hash if you have everything in your favor. Of course, the only bad part is at the high school, the hashes are wider than in college, so it makes it a little bit wider of an angle. There's a snap, the set down, the kick is up. Oh, the high set up, and the kick is up and short. And the kicker actually got taken out. Sam Carroll's laying on his back as he got nailed after kicking it. And they're not going to call anything on it. They're probably going to say that it was tipped. So if the ball gets tipped, then it doesn't matter. But here's the replay, and the kick is up. No, it was just a high pooch. And they actually just took out the holder as well, too. So 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. After the interception, their defense holds the Hornets. And it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Bryant from the shotgun takes a snap, handoff to Christian coming to the near side. He's going to lose yards on the play. Loss of 1 back to the 19. 2nd and 21.
On the stop.
2 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Still all tied up at 13. Nobody scoring this half yet. Madison County coming in 10-1. Hawthorne 12-0. Somebody's going home a state champion tonight. 2nd and 11. There's a snap. Bryant takes it. Inside handoff. Opposite direction. A little misdirection play and hit and finally brought down, but not until he picks up about 5 on the play. And that was number 14, Sean Williams, who's had a couple big plays.
Johnson and Finn combined for the stop.
Leland Johnson and Peter Finn getting in there on that tackle. 3rd and 5 for the Cowboys. Big play here for the Hornets. Get the defense off, 3 and out. Man wide left, man wide right. Bryant from the shotgun, man off either side of him. Throws out, quick hit over to the near side, and he catches it, but falls down a yard short. It's going to be 4th and 1 from the 29. See what the Cowboys do here with 1:12 to go here in the third quarter. And that'd be a tough decision to do, to go for it. But 1 yard is, they've been moving 1 and 2 here and there. They got their punting unit out there. Hawthorne runs their team out. Vaughn back deep. This is the first punt of the night. 12 seconds left on the play clock. There's a snap. High snap, and the punter brings it down. Gets a kick. Nice spiral kick. Vaughn fields it at the 30. He's electrifying. Let's see what he can do. He goes out to the far side. Has a little bit of a seam. Turns back. Still on his feet. Breaking tackles. Crossing midfield. Down to the 40 and thrown out of bounds at the 38-yard line. What a return. 32 yards. Alvin Isaac. It's the exact thing that the Cowboys coach knew was going to happen if they kicked to him, and he said they're going to take special teams away from him. I seen his interview the other night, and he said he's going to do everything he can to keep the special teams from being a part of it. But Alvin Isaac says, this is my turn. This is my stage. State championship, Class 1R here at prime time. I'm going to take it 31 yards and put the Hawthorne offense in striking position at the Cowboys 39-yard line. 1st and 10, Hornets offense back on the field. Got a little timeout right now on the far side of the field. They've had some contact on the far side. Somebody get banged up over there, an official maybe. Yeah. Looks like they got him sitting down on the bench, so he got banged up, one of the chain crew people. So 1st and 10 from the 39 of the Cowboys. CJ from the shotgun, hands off to Keenan, puts it on his back off the right side. Keenan picks up 2 and brings it down to the 37-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Hornets. And the clock keeps running here with 15 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Still all knotted up at 13 at this state championship game. And looks like Coach Ingram's going to take it into the fourth quarter. First time being tied in a long time going into the fourth quarter. 12 minutes to go here in this Class 1R state championship game at Ken Riley Field, Bragg Memorial Stadium on the campus of Florida A&M University. We appreciate you all joining us and hope you keep cheering on these Hornets from home or wherever you may be watching, listening. Even if you're here in the stadium and you got it on your phone over there on the far side, cheer them on. Tell them to keep running that ball and controlling the game and keep moving it, picking up these first downs, and we'll be state champions. Fans, if you can, if you've enjoyed our broadcast or just enjoyed us bringing you the broadcast and maybe not like listening to me necessarily, but just the opportunity to find out what's going on and maybe even see some of our games throughout the year, or just like Hawthorne, whatever it may be that your cause is, send a Cash App donation or a Venmo to the Hawthorne Quarterback Club, $, Hawthorne QBC, $, Hawthorne QBC. Or Venmo, Hawthorne Quarterback Club. Support the program. Get an opportunity to help this team out. As Coach Ingram said in our quarterback club coaches show that we have on YouTube, he said we're building a program, not just a season, or not just one season. We're building a program, as has been seen by his dominant performance since coming in 9 years ago, where he started out 5-5, and then 6-3, and then 7-2, 12-1, 8-4, 10-3, 10-1, 12-0, and 12-0. And we'll see how tonight ends to see if that 12-0 becomes a 13-0. Hats off also to Principal John Green and his staff at the school for everything they've done to help the program. Coach Shane Andrew, superintendent now, is here on site cheering on a school that he used to coach at and teach at and was a dean at, cheering them on from the sidelines with a good friend of his, lifelong friend, like a brother to him, Coach Johnson, who has had a huge impact on Coach Ingram. 12 minutes to go here in this state championship game. Hawthorne going right to left now at the 37-yard line. Ingram back to pass, throws it over. Oh, just out of the reach of Megatron. Maybe a step too early. He got rid of it, and it'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 8. This has got to be 4-down territory from here, as we've seen, especially with our defense, put it in the hands of the defense if we have to. From the 37-yard line, 3rd and 8. McKinley goes to the far side. Vaughn and Megatron in the slot. Bowie to the near side by himself. Ingram from the shotgun. K9 off his left side. Ingram back to pass, looking across. Has Vaughn. Vaughn, oh, one hand on it, and it comes down and incomplete. And a flag on the far side of the field. Looks like they're going to have a legal formation anyway, so it'll either be 4th and 8 or 3rd and 13. So they're going to decline it. It'll be 4th and 8. Looks like Hawthorne's going to send in the punting unit. Sway steps back to boot it away. Trying to get some field position here as we're at the 37, trying to pin him down inside the 10. Sway standing at his own 48-yard line. There's a snap. Sway brings it down. Nobody rushing, providing pressure. There's a kick. High end of ring coming down and rolling inside the 10, inside the 5, and they're going to mark it down at the 5 as it kept rolling, but we had one guy that might have touched it a little bit early. So Sway Knapp positions the Hornets defense in a good spot here at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for the Cowboys with 11:40 to go in the ballgame. I apologize, fans, if I can't see it very well, as they're now in between me and them is this window with several different barriers on it. Bryant takes a snap, handoff around the near side, hitting the backfield and brought down at the 2-yard line, still wrapped up and pushed backwards into the end zone. But forward progress is going to stop him at the 2. That Hornet defense trying to take the lead for the Hornets, but it's out to the 2 is forward progress, and it's still 13 all with 11:20 to go in the ballgame.
This was stopped by
Kyler Ingram blowing it up for the Hornets. That was Miller. He's only had 19 yards for the night and lost 2 there. Or actually lost 4 there. So we need a repeat of that as Bryant's from the shotgun and offset eye behind him. There's a snap, handoff to the tailback around the left side, hit, blown up, and he surges forward a little bit further and brings it back up to the 6. But it'll still bring up 3rd and 10 for the Cowboys. 3rd and 10. Hawthorne defense going to have to come up with something big here. Maybe a pick 6, scoop and score. Safety, something to motivate this offense here. Maybe another chance at a special teams play, and they kick once again to Vaughn. That'd be awesome. 10.5 to go. Bryant from the shotgun and back off either side of him. One man to the far boundary. Now lines up in the pistol. There's the snap. Back to pass is Bryant. Bryant looking across, has his man, but blown up immediately by Andrew Zock getting over there, pushing him down. I don't even know if he came up with the ball or not, but he caught it and fell down at the same time, and then had the luck of having Zock come over there and destroy him at the 10 or 9, and so it's going to be 4th down. 4th and about 7. Back in punt formation. They're in protection for sure. Vaughn standing at the 45 of the Cowboys. 9:30 to go here in the ballgame. There's a snap. High snap in the back of the end zone. It's a safety! 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 The Hornets score on a mental error, this time from the Cowboys. They haven't had many all night. They've played such a great game, and that one goes over the punter's head. He's pointing at his chest, saying it was his fault. It might not have been as high as it looked, but it was well over his head, and he just didn't jump high enough. He got his hands on it, but it split his hands like it split the uprights and went it right out the back of the end zone. And Hawthorne's not only going to have 2 points, making it 15-13 with 9:30 to go in the ball game here on the state championship game at Ken Riley Field, but they're going to get the ball kicked to them as well. Fans, if you haven't been excited all night, you might need to get checked, because this game, as amazing as it has been at times for one team, it gets the opposite for the other and starts going their way. So many momentum changes, some mental errors. It's amazing to watch these high school student athletes compete, and they're all wanting to be state champions. This is the primetime game on the big stage here on FAMU's campus, and they're going to try and now punt it now from their own 20-yard line. So they're going to spread them out. We'll see how this goes. High punt coming down. McKinley fields it at the 42, goes to the right, following his blockers, got blown up, cuts across midfield, still on his feet, and then pushed backwards as he gets up to the 46 of the Cowboys. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Hornets. That was a tough one because it didn't really go far enough. Actually, they're going to say forward progress up to the 45. So that was, let's say it was 14-yard return. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hornets that are now working with the lead for the first time tonight. 15-13. Hawthorne has the lead and the ball. 9:22 to go here in the ball game at Ken Riley Field. Trips to the near side, one man to the far side. CJ from the shotgun. There's a snap. Hand off to K9. K9 cutting off to the left side, trying to go across his line, but gets tripped up as one of his linemen was laying on the ground and just tripped over him. Nowhere to go, so it'll be no gain on the play and bring up 2nd down, 2nd and 10. Fans, huge shout out to all of our sponsors, everybody that made this state championship game possible. Go on the Hawthorne Quarterback Club site that Lisa Collins and Derek Collins put together. Check them out. Check out those sponsors and everything they've done. All the people behind the scenes that have made this possible. We can't thank you enough. Ingram takes a snap. Now takes it himself off the left side. Up close to a 1st down as he dives forward down to the 35-yard line. Is going to have the 1st down. This time took it himself in what looked like could have been a option play, but it tucks it immediately and just said, I'm going to take this myself and put it on my back. K9's done a lot. Give him a play off and try and pick up a few myself. 1st and 10 for the Hornets at the 35 of the Cowboys. DJ doing a good job trying to keep everybody motivated here. Bowie to the near side, trips to the far side, 1st and 10 from the 35. Ingram from the shotgun, hand off to K9. K9 straight up the middle, jumps over a Cowboy, still moving down inside the 30, down to the 26-yard line, and Hawthorne with a lot of momentum going right now. 2nd and 1 with 8 minutes to go in the ball game. But we've seen how quick that this momentum can change. Coach Ingram going to grind it out. Coach Bowie, his brother, his older brother over there calling the plays. As Coach Johnson and Coach Andrew look on from the sideline. Here we go. Ingram from the shotgun. Keenan off his left side. Hand off to Keenan. Keenan has a 1st down inside the 25-yard line to the 22. He wants a ring on his finger. He's picking them up, putting them down, and taking them with him. 1st and 10 for the Hornets at the 22-yard line with 7:20 to go in the ballgame. And a timeout taken by the Cowboys. Cowboys are going to take a timeout, try and figure out a way to slow this Hawthorne offense down, but momentarily just to try and stop this clock as Coach Ingram over there trying to make sure that his team keeps moving it error-free. Hornet fans, keep cheering them on. Let's keep feeding K9. Yes, sir. I see you. All right, what do we got in this chat? Who's on? Let me see you. 243 of y'all are listening to us. That is amazing. We apologize that we can't bring you the video, but we appreciate y'all tuning in and hearing this hometown broadcast and everybody that's made this possible, and especially Sean Derrick putting this thing together for us and making us look like we're professional. So thank you. All right, Spartanburg, South Carolina, we see you. All right, Mom, I see you too. It's good to have you on there. That way we have one guaranteed. I know my wife, Jeannie, watching out home. Appreciate her putting up with us doing this. Hand off to K9. K9 off the right side, inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line. It'll be 2nd and about 5 Yes, definitely. Thank you all for tuning in. It is Hawthorne 15, Madison County 13 after that safety from the punt that was snapped over top of the punter's head in the back of the end zone, set up by that Hawthorne defense. 2nd and 5. Twins to the far side. Inger from the shotgun. K9 off to his left side. There's a snap. Feed him, feed him, feed him. K9 off the right side. Blows him up, still on his feet. Goes down inside the 15 and carries him with him. They're going to have to tighten their straps there as Keenan just took him out of the saddle down to the 13.5 yard line, close to another first down as it's 3rd and short. And we're going to have an official timeout. Fans, it's a chance for you not to take a water break, but to comment here on the chat. We want to see you where you're at. We want to see what class you're from, maybe who you're cheering on. Even if you're from Madison County and tuning into us, we appreciate you tuning into us instead of to your own radio station right next door. But we are over there actually helping them out and showing them that there's some stats that FHSAA actually put on their website. If you want to go on there and see it on FHSAA.com, go to the live stats that they have, and you can see what everybody's been doing. Right now on the rushing, Keenan Johnson 1 yard away from going over 100. CJ at 79, Keenan at 99. Hawthorne starting to get a little more control going into this fourth quarter, grinding it out with 6:15 to go here in this ball game. All right, Charles Jackson, we see you from Union County. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate your show that you do as well, too. Appreciate all y'all, class of 07. All right, I see you there, Chris. Great baseball player, all-around basketball player, and football player, too. Great job. I like seeing my former baseball players out there. All right, class of 99. I see you, Preston. I'm still waiting on those lobsters. Still waiting on those Maine lobsters. Class of 06. Sam Schuff. All right. Louis Davis, Mayor from Waldo. Good to see you. Good to see you. Mayor Jackie Randall. This is her school, her college that we're at, FAMU. All right. Class of 02. Class of 72. All right. Wayne Ransom. Yes, your kids went to Hawthorne. I remember them well. Yes. All right. Good to see so many people. Coach Ingram over there. Calm as can be. Thinking it out. Talking with Greg. All right, back to action now. 3.5 yard. There's a snap. Handoff to Keenan. Keenan off the left side. He goes over 100, and he goes over a Cowboy. Down inside the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 8-yard line here, going for a state championship with 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Keenan Johnson, K9. You got to call him off. He keeps running it down him. Went over 100. Twins to the far side. 1st and goal from the 8. K9 off the left side of CJ. There's a snap. Hand off to K9 off to the left side. And once again, he breaks one tackle. Still on his feet. Down inside the 5. And they're going to say forward progress right at the 5. Keeping on milking it down, which is perfect as the clock goes down around. Probably be close to 5 minutes by the time we snap the ball on this next one. With a 2-point lead. And a chance to go up 2 possessions if we can punch it in from here. 2nd and goal from the 5. Yes, hold on to that ball. Ingram from the shotgun. Twins to the near side now. K9 off his right shoulder. There's a snap. Hand off to K9. K9 cuts it back. Straight up the middle. Still on his feet. Getting a surge and down to the 1-2 yard line, they say. K9 took it this time. Everybody lined up the opposite of what we used to line up, and he cut it back to the right side this time. And there was a hole there momentarily, but that Cowboy defense clamped down on it quick. But it'll be 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line with 4.5 to go here in the ballgame. 10 seconds on the play clock. Hawthorne still hasn't broke the huddle yet. Oh, they just reset the play clock to 20 seconds. Plenty of time. Twins to the near side. Ingram from the shotgun. K9 off his left side. There's a snap. Ingram calls his own number. He takes off the left side. Dives forward, and they're going to say he's short. Half a yard short. Half a yard short. It's going to be 4th and a half a yard.
The keeper brings up 4th down.
This is going to be a huge play for the Cowboys. Man, if they had video replay, it'd be amazing to see how they would review this, because the ball came loose momentarily, and by the time CJ recovered it, he recovered it right on the line, but they're going to mark him down at the half-yard line with 3:30 to go here in the ball game. Coach Ingram calls the timeout here, talk with his offense, try and get a play going as we're a half a yard away. Last year, if we had the offensive line with the beef that we had last year on that offensive line and the way they controlled and surged, they would get 4 and 5 yards at a time easily. And then the tailback would get even more on top of that. But this offensive line, a lot younger, lighter guys, about 60 pounds lighter average all the way across it. And K9's done a great job all season long helping them by getting through that area first so they don't have to stay on their blocks as long, but also surging forward and moving them. You can see him as he moves forward, he's really getting his hand on their back and pushing them in the right direction. And great textbook running by K9 all season long, as he is now at 110 yards for the night, which puts him well over 1,500 yards for the season. All right, here, this is the biggest play right now, as we are 4th and goal from the half-yard line, and the Hornets are going to spread them out. Actually, just one man, Caleb, to the near side. Beef package in, Jaden Tringrove and Zoc off the left side. They're repositioning the line heavy left. Ingram takes a snap, loses the ball, and falls back on it at the 6-yard line. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Bobbled the snap, lost the handle, and fell down on it at the 6-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Cowboys with a chance to take it back. It was a good snap right there at the eyes, just couldn't find the handle on it. It looked like maybe CJ took his eyes off of the ball for a moment, looking to see where he was going to run to, and the ball just skipped out of his hands. And it'll be 1st and 10, and if you've put it anywhere for Hornets, it would be on the defense all year long. Oh, they break the huddle with 12, and they run a guy off, and they don't call anything. There's a snap. Handoff to the tailback, coming off to the near side, hitting the backfield, wrapped up and thrown down. Maybe another safety for the night as a Hornet defense getting back there. Forward progress has them at the 4-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 2 once again. Fans, what a game, what a game, what a game. 3 minutes to go here in this state championship. We know that Madison County has won basically on 2 big plays. They have scored on basically 2 big plays, a 99-yarder and a 46-yarder that had set them up for their first score. Hawthorne defense going to have to come up big here with 2:50 to go in the ball game. 2nd and 12. There's a snap. Handoff to the tailback, coming to the near side. They try and stretch him out. Keenan there to break it up and bring him down. That Hornet defense is something else. String them out, bring them down, and no gain on the play once again. 3rd down and 12 to go for the Cowboys from their own 4-yard line on the near hash. There is nobody sitting in this entire stadium. Everybody on their feet from the Cowboys and the Hornets. And a timeout is going to be called by the Cowboys here with 2:13 to go and down by 2, trying to figure out what they can call as it's 3rd and 12 from their own 4-yard line. Yes, Desiree, I'm going to need therapy as well. I'm definitely the anxiety hitting in. But it'll make the drive back a whole lot easier. They're showing, oh my goodness, they're showing the actual plays from the 2021 state championship game where Madison County won by 1 on the big screen right here, back deep in their own territory. And I imagine Coach Ingram's probably using that as fuel, saying, looky there. Remember that? Remember that? Let's keep that from happening here. Here we go. 2:13 to go here in the state championship. It is 3rd down and 12 to go from their own 4-yard line. See what they've drawn up here. Back deep in their own territory in the north end zone. Hawthorne spreads them out. They're going to do it. Oh, they lost the ball. We recover it. We recover it. Touchdown. 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 Hornets recover. Hornets recover 21-13 with 2:09 to play. Hawthorne scores on it was a handoff and then an end around they tried to do, but the Hornet defense got in there and blew it up before they could make the second handoff and blew it up, and the ball just shot up in the air, and the Hornets recovered it. It looks like it's Nazi Gent once again following on it. Kyler Ingram as well as Peter Finn and the rest of that front four just getting in there making things happen. Oh my goodness. Woo! What a play. What a play. And now Sam Carroll somehow has to calm himself down to come out here and kick a field goal. I don't know how he's going to do that. That Hawthorne defense has been the rock for this team all year long, and they find a way to do it here. Here's a snap. The set down. The kick is up, and good. It sneaks across the upright, and it makes it now 22-13. So it's a 2-possession game as they have to score 9 in 2 minutes and 9 seconds. And the Hornet contingent on the far side of the field can feel it now as the only people you hear. And you can hear them now announce it. And the visiting coaches to our left just beat the heck out of the window. Sean, you better watch out over there. They might come through it. Oh, my. What a game by both teams. Really, really. But we've seen darnder things happen. And in the town of Bobby Bowden, we can see some dadgum things happen up here. All right, teeing it up is Sway now. At the 40, kicking from right to left on your screen. Probably just going to be a squib kick to try and keep them from returning anything and make them have to go the distance on the ground. We'll see. There's a kick. Yep, little small, low pooch kick come to the... Oh, and he bobbles a ball! He bobbles a ball, but he picks it up and he's running the boundary and pushed down and out of bounds. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. What a big hit. Tremaine Johnson got over there and laid it to him on the far side of the field. But for a moment there, he bobbled the snap, the kick. It hit him. It rolled forward towards the oncoming Hornet defenders, and they just about took him out before he could get the ball back in his hands. But it's going to be 1st and 10 from their own 35 with decent field position. Only 5 seconds ran off with 2:04 to go here in the ball game for the state championship. 22-13, Hawthorne leads. Bryant from the shotgun trips to the near side, and they are in a passing offense, so we've seen that. We've seen that they are in a passing offense. We've seen that doesn't work, but let's see if they can come up with something. Oh, he throws it to the far side, and 2 of Hawthorne's defenders actually got tied up, and there was an opportunity that he had a room to run, but he overthrew it. Pass was intended for Amari and Gentle, the tight end on the far side of the field. He was right in front of that Hornet defense, but the linebacker and the cornerback got tied up together. 1:59 to go here in the ballgame. Twins to the near side, twins to the far side. Bryant by himself. There's a snap. Back to pass. Standing at his 25, being pressured in the backfield now. Takes it up, steps up in the pocket, and finally brought down as he gets up to the 37-yard line. And he's going to gain 2, but that's going to make the clock run in 2nd and 8. Xavier Bryant showing how tough he is. That was a heck of a hit by that Hornet defense. And Andrew Zock there as well, making sure he doesn't go any further than what he did. Hawthorne kind of in not necessarily a prevent defense as they're pressing the receivers, but not crowded on the line like it had been. Oh, being pressured in the backfield and brought down as getting back there was none other than number 34, Peter Finn. Peter Finn hasn't been able to be in the games all year with injury, and he comes off that right side of the defensive line, and it's going to be a loss, huge loss, as he runs down the speedy quarterback from his blind side and brings up 4th and ball game from 11 yards out. From their own 34-yard line, it's 4th down for the Cowboys. Bryant from the shotgun trips to the far side. There's a snap. Bryant rolling out to his far side, tries to set up the screen, but there's nobody to throw it to. Nobody to throw it to. The closest person was actually a lineman, number 74. It was perfectly designed with a screen pass. The linemen were downfield, but the receivers were on the other side of the field. So the mental mistakes killed Hawthorne in the first half, and the mental mistakes that came back to get the Cowboys here in the second half. Luckily, Hawthorne is ahead in the ball game 22-13 after hanging in there and overcoming all the adversity that they had throughout the year, which is just a testament to what Coach Ingram has done with his program and taught them. Hawthorne comes in victory formation with 38 seconds to go in this ball game and 38 seconds from a state championship back-to-back. CJ takes a knee, and the clock is going to wind down with 31 seconds ticking down. You don't have to snap anymore, as the play clock is not even on right now. And Coach Ingram's going to win 25 in a row in a state championship for his home team. He is now 83 wins for Coach Ingram as everybody jumps up and down. And Coach Atkins, in a true testament to his character, comes out there and consoles one of the Cowboys who's kneeling and hands on his head, crouched down. Coach Atkins goes over there, picks him up, and talks to him in his ear and still consoling him right there at the 22-yard line, just like what has been the case and the culture that Hawthorne has built. Fans, we're going to bring you the team trophy presentation here. Y'all, let's hear it. Let's see some likes and some loves. Let's see some contributions. They got the Hawthorne Hornets 13-0 Class 1R state champions on the board. Their teams are lined up at midfield getting ready to shake hands. And then we'll have the trophy presentation as Coach C.I. is leading the team across. He congratulates them as they walk across. Fans, let's see some stuff here. Back-to-back state champions. Hey, at least 2. Let's send $2 to the quarterback club. Cash App, $, Hawthorne QBC. Hawthorne QBC, send $2 over there. If you want to, send $22 for the amount of points that we scored. Send $22 for the amount of points we scored. Or maybe send $25 for the amount of games we won in a row. Or if you really feel bold, send $83 for Coach Ingram's 83rd win as the Hawthorne coach. Fans, it's been an amazing experience to bring you the broadcast here. We hope you've enjoyed it. We're still going to keep staying on with it and let y'all chat it up there as well, too, as they're doing their trophy presentations, and we're going to bring that to you here live.
Hawthorne, I just want to take a moment to say thank you to Matt Surrency, who has given everything this season to come out. This is Sean Derrick with Hawthorne Hub. You guys give it up for Matt. He's given the accolades to everybody this year, but the real hero here is Matt, who is he started the broadcast, and we just came in and helped make it a little bit better. But we appreciate having Matt in our town and what he gives to this town. And it's been amazing to have him calling these games this year. Give him a like, a love in the chat if you agree with that. And when you see him around town this week, give him a high five and tell him you can't wait till next season.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. And hats off to all of y'all that made it possible, but also our spouses at home that put up with us being gone all the time. Emily and Jeannie, we appreciate y'all putting up with us going out on the road, following the Hornets around, being able to bring this to everybody, taking the kids out on the road with us. It's fun times, fun time to be a Hornet. So thank you all. Fans, I imagine, stay tuned. Also, we'll keep you posted when the team comes back tomorrow. They'll stay the night here in Tallahassee, but when the team comes back tomorrow, stay tuned. We'll have a welcoming ceremony there for them, probably again at the gym as we welcome them back, just like we did last year. But stay tuned to the Hawthorne QB Club Facebook page, and we'll all share it as well, too.
Presenting the team trophies on behalf of the Florida High School Athletic Association, FHSAA Executive Director Pregame, and FHSAA board members Ricky Bell and Kimberly Ritchie. First, we'd like to recognize the 2023 Class 1R State Runner-Up Team, the Madison County Cowboys.
All right. Certainly disappointing to be runner-up, but neither of these two teams deserve to lose tonight. They both played a heck of a game. I mean, a 99-yard rushing touchdown is a heck of a story and has to be a state record. And looks like they're getting ready for fireworks to go off over there too. As
the Cowboys of Madison County.
they got the fireworks getting ready to be set off over there on the north end zone. Coach Ingram's getting his team headed out towards midfield right now. We'll also be having to raise some money for rings again. It gets expensive when you win state championships. So figure how many guys are out there, and those rings don't come cheap. So stay tuned with any ideas you have for raising money as well. I already know one guy has reached out to me as well about an opportunity for the team. So we'll keep you posted on all that.
Ladies and gentlemen, join us as we honor the 2023 Class 1R State Championship team, the Hawthorne Hornets. Championship trophy presented to head coach Cornelius England.
Well, fans, there you have it. You've seen the celebration, fireworks, the presenting of the trophy to Coach CI and the team. They're down there taking photos now. Fans, it's great to see up there. Hornets, Hawthorne Hornets, 13-0, Class 1R, state champions, lighting up this big old jumbotron in the north end zone, where much of the activity happened for the last few quarters.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, your 2023 Class 1.
On behalf of myself, Matt Surency, our broadcast team throughout the year, which included not only myself, but Sean Derrick producing the entire thing, and then Billy Harrod as well for doing our camera, and then even the students that we've had help out, Abby Castles and Jacob Surency and Eli Surency. We appreciate all of y'all helping to make this season possible. Fans, we're going to bring you some different things throughout the year. It won't be all the time as regular as we do with football, but we'll bring you updates on the girls basketball. Stay tuned for the coaches shows for both of those with Coach CI, but also Coach Greg Bowie for the boys basketball as well as we get into basketball season. We move into one season to the next season, then getting ready for the track. The track is being redone, $600,000 being put into the track. So come out there and see it with a new surface that they're putting down, and the team's going to the stadium, to the stands to go celebrate with their family, their fans, and everybody else, capping off an amazing run for these seniors and this entire program. Thank you all for your support. On behalf of the Quarterback Club, all of our donors throughout the year, can't say enough, can't thank you enough. Please don't stop supporting all of our programs. We do have turkeys and hams being sold by the softball and the baseball team. So if you'd like turkeys or hams, contact myself or any of the baseball or softball players. It supports both teams. So Coach Sinatra Williams as well, Coach Billy Herron, Deputy Anthony Howard. So contact any of us. We'll be happy to help out and get you a ham or a turkey. They'll be available on Christmas Eve that we'll cook those for you. So $50 a piece. You can't beat that. Great hams, great turkeys. Provided by Schrader's Smoker Service. They provide the grill for us, just like they do with we do it with the FFA. So they're huge supporters of our community. Thank you, Chris and Martina with Schrader's Smoker Service. All right, fans, we're going to wrap it up here at Ken Riley Field, Bragg Memorial Stadium, on the campus of Florida A&M University. Your Hawthorne Hornets are back-to-back state champions here for 2023-24, and we'll look forward to joining you in the postseason after we get back home. So long, everybody.